microphone. He's going to take a microphone to your table, and you'll present your idea to the rest of the room. Very informal. We're going to start with table 12. Yeah, you should try to do your talk in under 3 minutes if you can, because there's 9 tables, so you can do the math. All right, so Ivan has a microphone to table 12. Table 12 had the following question. Dedicated to Virginia Tech's motto, "Uprosin," meaning that I may serve, ICAT strives to produce meaningful research outcomes for the benefit of society. ICAT uses art and technology as a platform for future careers, and will both generate research and produce learning modules and environments that address real needs identified by educators. This type of research provides an opportunity to create interventions in the home. Consider how technology can be applied to improve the lives of homebound persons coping with isolation. How can we use technology to combat loneliness in the lives of people who are homebound, such as the elderly or disabled?
Okay, so our group chose our plan to be called VT Goes Home, and our audience is focused in the New River Valley. And the purpose that we would really like to look at is to use technology for people to connect with each other and to obviously be less lonely. And so we are going to identify the problem through using newspapers, churches, and social service agencies to find ways that we can find those people who need help and who need more companionship than everyone in the other areas. And we're focusing on the elderly and the disabled. And with those 3 aspects, we're going to then create a database of our people in need and the volunteers that we will get based on if they would like to help.
All right, so the database, it'll connect the people that are in need in these areas that are found in the identification with the volunteers, and both of those will be mapped out on some sort of GIS, Geographic Information System, or on Google Maps to identify the closest people to these people that are in need. The closest volunteers, it can be students, faculty, staff, anyone in the community. We'll have someone go to the person, the homebound person. There'll be an evaluator, and they'll ask questions, they'll suggest ideas, and based on those suggestions, we'll give them a couple of activities that we can provide, like internet-based discussion forums, chat rooms, Skype pals, phone pals. Show TED Talks. TED Talks are really good for discussion. There's lots of different stuff you can talk about. Give them lessons like how to use a computer if they don't know how to use one, things like that, and also in-person visits. How do you talk about this stuff?
And all of those things, we really want to use a technology-based approach because we think that through technology, you can find the people more companionship. And with that, it's really used as a tool, not just that end goal that we would like to use it as. Another topic that got brought up really quick is how would people share the things that they do? Like if art is something that they would want to do, we would use then technology to create forums or blogs for them to show their artwork to other people on the internet. With this, we'd like to use a main coordinator to control and organize the volunteers as well as the participants. And this is really tied to service learning, and volunteers would be really great because they want to help. They're not just doing this for the money, which there isn't really much for volunteering. And the biggest issue that we came up is the money that would be needed to provide the necessary hardware for them to use. So if we were using Skype or TED Talks or lessons with a computer, they would either have to have one or we'd have to either fundraise or get a grant to fund the computers and technology like tablets that would be necessary to help them do those things. Any questions?
anybody has one quick question, I think we can do one question per table, if that's not too intimidating. For you to be the one sole person asking the question. All right, maybe it was intimidating. Thank you. Let's move on to the next table.